champ? What it do? How are you? Thank you for giving us the time. Happy New Year, by the way. How's your New Year going so far? It don't sound like your mic is connected, champ. Or you blocking it with your hand, maybe. No. Nope. Very far. You sound like the mic ain't connected.
Hello?
Now it's perfect.
You can hear me?
Yes, perfect, perfect.
All right. I said
So,
Happy New Year. My New Year's was good. Thank you.
oh, appreciate it, man. Yeah, nah, good to hear that. Good to hear that. So, obviously, you are in a purse bid situation. It was being reported that you were in a purse bid situation, and now that's been postponed. Excuse me. So, it sounds like you are going to be fighting Jack Catterall. What's your thoughts on Jack Catterall as an opponent and a fight for you next?
I think if it is Jack Catterall would be a perfect opponent. A real contender, a guy that competed for the world title already, and and he came up short, and he's still in the 140 mix. Uh, Anything can happen any given night, and I feel like Jack Catterall is one of them guys that's gonna be able to have make me come in on my A game and make sure that I'm sharp and I'm on my P's and Q's. So it'll be another great fight, another great name to step into the ring with, and yeah,
Did you watch his last fight with a former champ Jorge Linares?
yeah. I watched it. I was actually driving while watching the fight. I think it was a little quiet. It was a quiet fight. Jack Catterall. I think he picked it up towards the end. Like I said, I was driving, so I didn't really couldn't really pay attention. But it looked like he beat Jorge Linares. It was a cool fight.
And were you one of the people that thought he beat Josh Taylor? A lot of people felt like he should have been awarded the decision in that mandatory fight when he fought Josh.
Um, I really watched. I really didn't watch too much of that fight. I really didn't watch too much of that fight. But when I did see like the highlights, I feel like he was one of the first people to expose that Josh Taylor boxing skills wasn't really all the way there, and Tio kind of finished it off and really showed that Josh Taylor wasn't who the world really thought like he was. Josh Taylor is accomplished, but not taking guys that kind of showed like that there is weaknesses and a lot of holes in his game. I don't know if he really won the fight though. I didn't really watch like I don't think I watched a full fight. I think I just watched the highlights.
Are you going to be Are you interested in this weekend's card or not your promoter, so it doesn't really matter? But there's a couple of 140 pounders on that card. O'Hara Davies is going to be taking on Ishmael Basurro. And then you obviously have Arnold Barboza, who just left Top Rank, signed the Golden Boy, taking on Egdondini, who is a former opponent with Devin and Tito Mercado.
I think I'll probably pay more attention to the Arnold Barboza because I think Arnold Barboza is like ranked for the WBC, right? If I'm not mistaken. O'Hara
Not sure.
Davis, O'Hara Davis is kind of going the WBA route, and he's looking after Rolly. So I don't see him being an opponent right now. But I'll be watching. I'll be watching. Also, Virgil Ortiz has come back, and yeah, it'll be a fun night of boxing.
Now, is there any particular reason why your team is in whatever negotiations with Catterall, who's ranked behind you? You're number 2, he's number 4. Sandor's number 1 in the WBC. Wouldn't it make more sense to negotiate with him, or is it because he's already in that mandatory position, he
I
doesn't
think
want to fight?
I think the purse bid is they started a purse bid for the IBF.
Uh, okay. No, because I heard you say that you're more focused on Barboza because he's in the WBC, so it felt like you are more invested in that sanctioning body where you're ranked number 2. You are ranked number 3 in the IBF with 1 and 2 being vacant.
Yeah. Like I said, I've been vocal before. I always said that. I said that I'm not too interested in going the IBF route from way before Matias became champion, way before I even knew Matias was even ranked in the IBF. I fought for the IBF belt maybe like a year, like a little bit over a year. And the first time I fought for IBF ranking belt with the 10-pound rule, I didn't like the way my body felt and how I performed, how my body felt going into my performance that night. And I just kind of told my promoters that I didn't want to really fight for the IBF, and so we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I've been at 140 for a long time since the amateurs, and I'm going into my man body. So I think me not being able to rehydrate the way I want to rehydrate is kind of restricting my performance and kind of taking something from me. So we'll just have to see about the IBF in that route, but. So yeah,
So you are more focused on the WBC route.
WBC, WBO. I don't know if I don't think I'm ranked in the WBA. So WBC and WBO, I know I'm ranked the highest in both of them organization bodies. So whichever one of them belts I get an opportunity at first, we gonna definitely take the opportunity. Yeah.
So do you know why Sandor is in the conversation? Because again, he's
Nah,
ranked in front of you and Catterall's ranked behind you. So you would be giving Catterall the opportunity to catch up.
yeah, to be honest, I don't really know what's Sandor Martin's situation right now. I don't know what's going on with him. I let my team handle that. They just come to me with a name or what's going on. It was announced that me and Catterall was going to purse bid, but that was for the IBF. Like I said, I don't know if it's switching, going if Eddie wants to fight and want to make it for a different sanctioning body. I don't know what's really going on, but whoever it is, I'll be ready to fight in March.
Okay, in March. I was just about to ask, could you possibly land and are you okay with being on that Ryan Devin undercard? It sounds like Ryan and Devin are full negotiations.
I don't know when that fight is supposed to be, but I know we're back in March. So I've just been in the gym working and working on my craft. I seen Devin Haney interview with Devin Haney coming up on here. I don't know, was it this show when he said he asked Eddie something about he asked Eddie did Richardson want to fight, and I said no. That's cap. That's big cap. From I think from when around the time when I fought what's his name Jose Zapata, it was like we was already fighting for the WBC belt. So Eddie already came to me. I didn't come to Eddie. Eddie came to me. It was like, yo, I know you and Devin. Are you okay with fighting Devin Haney? I said, fuck yeah. Like if he wins the fight, because it was before him and Regis even fought. So I said, yeah, if he win the fight, let's make it happen. So I'm not doing nothing for no internet. I'm not a fighter that I'm not one of them guys that Devin grew up. Devin grew up with me. He know my talent. His dad know my talent. His dad run on social media saying I just like to talk and sell a fight and some shit about his son beat the shit out of me in sparring. I still was talking. Devin Haney have never beat the shit out of me in sparring. That is cap. Devin Haney could tell you that. That anybody that was a part of Devin Haney camp that's a realist, that's really gonna keep it real, could tell you Devin Haney never beat the shit out of me. I sparred Devin Haney maybe once. I sparred Devin Haney out of all the time me and Devin sparred. Maybe one time I probably say he edged the sparring. And that was just because I literally landed from New York to Vegas at like 1 in the morning and sparred Devin Haney the next day after that. Floyd told me, don't get in the ring with Devin because you still got to get adjusted to the Vegas time and what's going. You just came from New York. I still sparred Devin regardless. I sparred Devin maybe 2, 3 more times after that in Vegas while I was staying my time there in Vegas. You could easily tell I got the best of sparring each and every time. Anybody that can remember what the sparring sessions I'm talking about, I would tell you. Devin Haney never beat the shit out of me. I'm that don't even make no sense. I don't even think a person know boxing could fucking if a person know boxing, I couldn't even see in a world where I could see a fighter like Devin Haney beating the shit out of a guy like me. It don't even make no sense. So his dad running up on social media talking all that bullshit. Devin saying I never said I want to fight him as Cap, or when I never fucking came to Eddie or me and Eddie never had a conversation with Devin naming it. That's fucking Cap. I ain't no fucking internet fucking fighter or nigga that's just trying to get an opportunity. I can fight for real, and like I said, these guys gonna have to see me. The world gonna call for the fights. It's a lot of guys at 140, but the real talent is going to prevail, and I'm going to be one of them guys that's there. I'm already there with only 16, 17 fights. So what you think going to happen in another 3 fights? These fights are going to have to happen. So I don't got to fucking go on the internet and try to sell a fight or get a fight.
Definitely, man. I totally agree. You are on that side of the street. And for me, it always made sense. I figured, the issue was Devin didn't sign a 3-fight deal. But once he went to Matchroom, I figured you had to be one of the possible fights, especially picking up that WBC belt is either going to be Sandor or you. But now, obviously, Ryan became an opportunity. What's your thoughts on the Haney-Ryan fight? If it happens, how do you see it playing out? Because even though Tank beat him already, he do got 3 wins over Devin in the amateurs. You've been a decorated amateur. Does that matter who beat you way back then?
Devin turned pro at 16. So that means when him and Ryan Garcia fought them 3 times, they had to be kids or maybe right before Devin turned pro. Devin is a 25-year-old man. It's way different. That's over a decade ago. But people start making real money. People start getting creating bad habits outside the ring, going through shit, and all that shit plays a key. We come on, like that's not even a fight. It's another entertaining fight. It's another just it's another money grab basically for Devin. I don't feel like Ryan Garcia is nowhere near on Devin level. Devin know that. Ryan Garcia know that. It's just they're gonna build this fight up off a fucking amateur fight. I don't remember who the fuck I was fighting at fucking 15 years old, 16 years old. So that's what I'm trying. I don't. I really don't. So I can't like. It's like that shit is bullshit. Like it is what it is. Like I mean, Devin Haney got a smart team. Even with the Regis Prograis fight, it was a smart. It was a smart. He went at it. It was a smart way to jump and take the Regis Prograis fight. And my message for Devin Haney and his daddy, they better fight me now because the more experience I get is gonna get more and more dangerous for these guys. And I keep saying it over and over. I only got 17 fights. Give me a few more fights, I'm gonna be more polished and more experienced, and it's not gonna be too many guys that can step in the ring with me. So, like I said, March. Well, hopefully it's Catterall. If it's not Catterall, it's Santa Martin. I'm looking to get put on another dominant performance, and these guys, Teofimo, Devin Haney, they're gonna have to see me. They're gonna have to see me. And like I said, when they see me, I ain't no fucking Regis program. I ain't no Josh Taylor. I'm not none of these guys. I can fight. We all know each other. We all grew up from the same pedigree. We know what it is.
Well, talk to me about that Catterall fight, man. How do you see that matchup? I know the obvious answer is you winning, but style-wise, how do you see yourself picking him apart?
Catterall is not on my level. Period. He's not on my level. Every time I tell y'all guys what's gonna happen for a fight, it's boxing, is the anticipation or whatever. So we're gonna give the other guys a good chance. Catterall is not on my level, and if we get in the ring with each other, it'll show. Catterall he has good defense. You can tell he's a defensive first type of guy, but like I said, I'm on a whole totally different level. It's levels to this, it's levels to the sport, it's levels to the craft, and Catterall is just not better than me. Period.
Were you shocked that he didn't score a knockdown? I mean, outside of Devin, everyone that's beat uh, Zepeda, Linares has knocked
Look,
him out and or dropped him. Only now Devin and Catterall have not been able to stop him to get the win.
um, that goes to show you Uh, Devin, like I said, is a safety first guy. Catterall is a safety first guy. So I mean, I don't know what was the scorecards with Linares and Catterall. I think
It
from the
was
highlights,
wide. It was 1-9-3-8-4, 117, 111, 116, 112, 116, 112.
too close, too close for me. That was not wide. A guy like Linares winning three rounds is a lot of rounds for me. That's just my personal advice.
Whoa! I love it though. I love it. I'm gonna be
No,
real.
I'm
I said I would be disappointed if Devin had lost 3 rounds to Regis. So I get where you coming from, where you see you just levels above, and giving up 3 rounds is a lot. So
Yeah, I feel like that's a lot in my book. I feel like a guy like Linares, you put a guy like Linares in there with me, it wouldn't even be fair. Period. Linares would be. It wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't even be the fight. But they gonna give. They I think they fought. This guy got an opportunity versus Linares, a guy that been stopped majority of all his losses. I mean, Linares probably got around 10 losses right now. They would never right now ever put a guy like Linares in the ring with me. Because if you put a guy like Linares in the ring with me, I'm gonna make him look like he's supposed to look. Oh God. So that right there, just from his last performance, from Linares winning 3 rounds and Linares not getting dropped or even hurt and still being able to somewhat compete in that fight, Catterall is not on my level. And like I said, he probably believe it. He probably believe in himself. But we're going when it comes fight night, it will show that he's not on my level.
now I know we just spoke on the fact that he didn't stop a guy that normally gets stopped, but he is said to be some kind of a puncher. Do you believe he has respectable power?
Yeah, of course. I mean, he hurt Josh Taylor. He hurt Josh Taylor, right? Then he dropped him. That was the first person to drop Josh Taylor.
Yes,
They
he
said
dropped him
Regis
in the
had
eighth.
power. They said Regis had power. Regis couldn't drop Josh Taylor. They say Teofimo had power, and Teofimo couldn't drop Josh Taylor. He buzzed hurt Josh Taylor. I mean, so that left hand definitely have something on it. You know, it definitely probably has something on it. I know he don't have a lot of knockouts. He's not like he don't have like crazy amount of knockouts, but he probably definitely have respectable power. But that shit don't matter when me and him get in the ring. What's gonna matter is me getting if Jack Catterall win 3 rounds against me, I'll be surprised.
Mm. Wow. So to be clear, because I don't know that anyone has asked you this, like, you've talked about the IBF situation and the fact that you don't feel comfortable with the 10-pound rehydration. But I guess the follow-up would be, would you consider fighting Matias as a unification? Because once it's a unification, you don't have to do the 10-pound
Right.
rehydration.
And I would definitely that would definitely be a fight that I'll definitely pushing for a unification fight. I think that would be a great matchup once I get a strap, and it won't be too long before I get a strap. I'm will definitely be getting a strap this year. So like I said, I think that would be a great fight for a unification fight because a guy like Matias is not an easy fight for nobody at 140. We all know that. He's not an unbeatable guy. He already have a loss. He already got a loss to a guy that's nobody. So he's definitely very beatable. But he's not an easy fight. So I think anybody that jumps in the ring with a guy like that, you want to be at your best. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Obviously, you're highly ranked WBC, WBO. You said you're getting a title this year. Who do you envision that versus? It's only 2 guys. Obviously, it's Tio or Haney, but which one you think is more probable first?
What's the reality? Which one would probably be most likely happen? It'll probably be somebody like Tio. Most likely somebody like Tio. I think because I think I don't really see too many guys that Tio can fight. Tio is fighting guy. He's getting like Jermaine Ortiz is getting an opportunity, right, for the world title.
Yep.
So you see, like, yeah. So I think that a guy like I think a guy like if a guy like Tio, his window with big fights right now is kind of like there's not too many. I don't see Tio and Javante matching up right now, and I don't see Tio and Devin matching up right now. I think it'll probably either be me and Tio, or if Devin don't want to jump into if Devin and Tank don't jump into a fight, I think that I should be the guy in line to grab the WBC from Devin. So it doesn't matter. Whichever way, we'll see. I really don't believe I'd be so surprised if they give me an opportunity. So we'll see.
If they being both men or which one specifically?
I'm just saying I'd be surprised if Tio or Devin give me an opportunity at a world title.
Mm. Have you shared the ring with Tio? Because you've said you've sparred already, Devin.
Nah, I never sparred Tio. Me and Tio just know each other growing up and stuff like that. You know, he went to the Olympics for Honduras. I went to Olympics for Haiti. So we know each other from the amateurs. So I never been in the ring with Tio. I just always used to say Tio. Tio used to fight always a weight class under me. So
Okay, okay. I also want to talk about. I seen the Mill City podcast, and I think you said that Tank told you, and I don't want to misquote you, but was it 100 times or a bunch of times that he'd fight Devin at 140? But has that
nah,
changed?
nah, he never told me 100 times. He never told me 100 times. Um, he would fight Devin at 140. He just brung it when Devin was at 135. Before Devin got to 140, he was like, when Devin was, people was in the talks of Devin being too drained at 135 or whatever, and they were saying that they were saying Tank said some shit like, oh, if he go, because Ryan and Devin just went up, so Tank said something along the lines like, oh, I would have fought Devin with no rehydration clause, like I'll fight Devin with no rehydration clause. That was once he said that back to me, but to be honest, if I was Tank and if I would advise him, I wouldn't fight Devin Haney without no rehydration clause because Devin Haney's jumping up to 165 a night of a the night of the bout. Like that's crazy. Like I don't that was a big topic because
90 seconds.
you don't normally see fighters jump up that big. So I think that and Tank right now out of the Tank ain't even probably like in camp mode right now. Tank probably walking around 146 the most. He's a small guy, so that would be a huge disadvantage. And the world can't fault Tank for wanting to fight these guys at a catchweight. That's my friend, but also the reality of it. This is a guy that's really coming up from 130. You know what I'm saying? Coming up from 130 and fighting guys like Devin, guys like Ryan Dar. They're bigger than him, so I don't think that he should jump into a fight with Devin without some type of clause or something. Because if Floyd Mayweather could make a 23-year-old kid like Canelo fight at a catch weight, why can't it be on an even playing field when it comes to Devin and Tank? So I think that they should definitely work something out. I don't think Devin should come in weight drained because Tank is a hard task for anybody. But I still feel like he shouldn't be able to go up to 165, 167 type shit. While Tank is coming into the ring, probably the most 147. That's a big difference.
Now, do you feel that way because it's versus Tank versus you? Do you want a rehydration versus Devin? Because 165.
No, because I can get that big. I don't get that big, but I can get to 165. You know what I'm saying? Like I can get that big if I wanted to. That like Tank couldn't get nowhere near that if he wanted to. For Tank to touch 165, Tank would got to be out the gym, like eating and fucking partying for months and months for him to get that big. You know what I'm saying? Like Devin is getting that big the day after, so that's crazy.
What
That means
do you
Devin is probably walking close to probably maybe like 174 when he's outside of camp,
does
or
that
low.
does that make it even crazier that he was making 135? Because some people still want him to go back to 135 to give us the Tank fight if that's the only way Tank offers it.
No, that makes it more crazy. That makes it crazy. It's like, damn. It's kind of like two things to that. It's like, damn, this nigga was making 135 and like and draining himself to get to 135. Yeah, he didn't have no rehydration clause or nothing. So it's not like he was draining himself and had to hold 10 pounds and all that. But that was kind of like, yeah, it's still like, damn, you was doing that. But another part of it is like, damn, no wonder you were so confident that you probably felt like you could beat Lomachenko because you're way bigger than him. If he Lomachenko's a smaller than Tank, it looked like Lomachenko's a real small guy. Like so it showed me why Devin was like he too small, like he sized him up in the ring. He looking at him like I'm way bigger than Lomachenko, and Devin is probably bigger than me. If I go fight Lomachenko, if me Richardson Hitchins get in the ring with Lomachenko, and I don't have a rehydration clause, I'm gonna look at Lomachenko as a little person. Like, what are you gonna do to me? You can't do nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? You're small, so I feel like that's why Devin was so eager to get into that fight till he got in the ring with Lomachenko and shit got real. I thought Devin won the fight, so it doesn't matter. But I feel like that's what made him and his team so confident. It was a strategic move.
Did you score it or you just watched it and felt like he got the edge?
No, I watched it. Even when I watched it live, I thought he won. And when I rewatched it and scored it, I felt like he won the fight. I felt like he probably won the fight maybe about 2 rounds.
By two? What's
Yeah,
that?
maybe about 2 rounds.
8-4?
I'm not sure. Yeah, two. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe 8-4. I know a lot of the early rounds. Devin definitely in my book he banked it. So
So, what's your situation with Matchroom? Are you re-ing up? How many fights you got left? Because, man, I felt like you already had 3 fights with them, right?
yeah, so we got another contract with Matchroom,
Oh, they
a newly
re-upped
signed
then.
contract. Yeah, so we read up.
That's what's
We got
up.
another.
Yo, hey, listen, congratulations. I mean, they ain't re-up with a lot of people.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
Andre didn't get a re-up. I mean, Tevin Farmer didn't get a re-up. Daniel Jacobs, and he got the same manager as you. I don't think he got a re-up. So,
Yeah, so we
congrats. You
so
doing what you have to
thank you.
do.
Thank you. Yeah, uh, they gave me the opportunities and I delivered. I was kind of hoping I would have got the Montana fight
Me too,
because that
man.
would have been another guy I could have. I feel I would have definitely exposed him, and no, maybe me and Liam Parrow could get into the ring and make that happen. I think that was another a good fight. I think it would be a big fight for the 140 division when it's actually here and everything is signed, sealed, and delivered. I think that would be a big fight for the 140 division. Me and Liam Parrow, and maybe me and him could be in March. Depending on how me and Catterall go or what
Oh,
happens with
wow.
us. So
Really?
hopefully, I mean, yeah, I think that could be another potential fight.
But as early as March.
I mean, uh, like, cause you gotta think about it. Him and Montana, it was a low action fight, and it was no guy really took no punishment, so he should be ready to jump in the ring, and he haven't fought in a little while, so he should be trying to get back active, So I think it would make sense.
Nah, for sure. I like that fight. I mean, obviously, I wanted for you, um, Montana, because it's a bigger name. You know what I'm saying? It would have just elevated you more. But Liam deserves it because he got the win, and he got it by stoppage. Some people felt the stoppage was early. What did you think?
I think the stoppage was premature. Definitely was a premature stoppage. I think a lot of the shots Montana was getting away from, but I think Montana would have got stopped regardless
Mm.
because he got
Um,
dropped back to back. He showed his chin couldn't take them shots.
and they're reporting that Montana got released. So that means that fight is completely off the table.
But I said over and over again, Montana pulled out the fight with me because he did not want to fight. He didn't want to fight. He pulled down the fight in July. I'm not waiting for Montana to fight in December. He pulled down the fight in July, and they telling me I said my manager. I told my manager if he don't take this fight by September, put in somebody else, and that was it. He thought Liam Parrow was gonna be an easier fight. That's all it was. He thought Liam Parrow was gonna be an easy fight, and he got his ass handed to him. The guy never really wanted to fight. I've been said that even after the loss with him and the Australian kid Steve Sparks. If Montana's the truth, the fight will happen. And look what happened. He gets knocked out. So the guy was a bum the whole time, and I've been trying to tell the world the nigga is a bum.
I mean, you the fighter,
Real.
right? We try not to use them words as we're not fighters, but like, do you truly think he's a bum? Or is he a bum compared to you? You know, when you comparing him to you, he's a bum.
I'm saying to the wolves to the sharks in the ocean. He's a he's a bum. He's meat. He's food. The sharks that swim around the ocean right now, the killers that's in the 140. He's not. He probably would get stopped by every top 140 fighter that's in conversations. Like all the guys that's in them conversations, there's probably a few guys in that conversation that probably wouldn't stop him. Maybe or wouldn't. All right, fuck stopping him. Everybody would dominate him. Period.
Mm.
Period. He's food. Jack
Now,
Catterall beat the shit out of him for sure.
Liam is ranked in the WBO, but a lot behind you. You seem different, man. You're giving a lot of people that are behind you opportunities, or at least you're willing to negotiate with them. Why is that? Is it because the top is busy, or why?
Yeah, because the top is busy, and at the end of the day, this ain't about just holding a ranking spot. This fighting, I'm not fighting to hold a ranking spot. I'm fighting for experience, for money, and to build, to build experience and get paid also. Because I'm not gonna wait for Devin Haney to give me an opportunity, or Teofimo, or whatever other champion that there is to give me an opportunity. While that they got their other plans, and they probably want to unify or fight other big fights. I'm a fight. I'm a fighter, and that's what I want to do. I'm in the sport to gain experience and like I said, put my family in a better position. So I don't got time to not fight Liam Parrow or not fight the next available guy because I want to hold a ranking spot.
Now you made it clear you're back in March. If it worked out hypothetically, and there you were available training camp wise to fight on that Ryan Devin card, would you be open, or are you looking to be your own main event at this point? You not trying to be on their specific undercard?
I mean, if they trying to pay extra money, yeah, maybe I'll probably if the yeah I'll probably fight on the undercard as a co-main. But yeah, because it will also sell a big fight. At the end of the day, it would be a strategic move. But if not, I'll jump on my own card. Or if I could get a quick turnaround after March, yeah, for sure I'll fight on the undercard. So we'll see what Eddie want to do. At the end of the day, Eddie's the boss man, and we just gotta see what's his plans.
We talked a little bit about Sandor, but give me your thoughts on when you watched his fight with Tio, and obviously how do you match up with Sandor? I mean, I definitely give him credit for dropping Tio twice. He may not like it. One of those was an official knockdown. How did you see it?
I watched the fight. I just felt like Tio just didn't have the tools to deal with a style like that. He didn't have the tools to deal with a style like that, and he didn't make a few adjustments. I will know how to deal with a style like that for sure, 100%. But I don't know. Maybe it's some shit that he get in there and throw me off, and I'll and see something new. But I feel like from watching him and Tio fight, there's a lot of things that I would have capitalized on with Santa Martin. But because
What
you understand, Tio's a smaller guy than me.
what do you
Huge
prefer
difference.
to face, Orthodox or Southpaw?
I mean, it doesn't matter to be honest. Only reason I would probably prefer to box against a orthodox fight is because it's much easier to find sparring for orthodox guys.
But a guy like you got Shakur all day.
Yeah, but still, Shakur is a still different type of style. Shakur is not a sparring partner. He ain't gonna come in the gym every Tuesdays and Thursdays to box me. He boxes maybe once or twice in the camp in a few weeks and call it a day. And Shakur's getting older. His body, he stays in the gym a lot, so his body can't take going sparring me and while he's not getting ready for his own fight. So
Nah, I totally understand. But I'm glad you cleared that up because it makes sense, But he got a call there. Hopefully we could get him back. But I'm kind of done. I'm wrapping up here. Oh, all right.
you can.
Yeah, you getting a call. You got a call again. All right. Now, but Oh, and he got another call. Well, once we get a minute, it's all good, champ. That was my last question. If you want to give out your social media, I see you getting a bunch of calls. It's all good. You gave me enough time, man. We appreciate you.
Nah, yeah, man. Yo, Ness, I be so like be running around and shit. Now I'm back to start training. I'm back like in kind of camp mode. So like we could definitely chop it up.
You on the
My
East?
schedule is kind. Yeah, I'm on the East Coast right now, so my schedule is more structured right now. So I'm just really training right now at home. So I'll definitely come back and you know chop it up with the fans and let them know about. Hopefully, when my next fight get announced, let them know about that and we can talk about that and just future things.
For sure. Listen, I'm gonna text Coach now. Is it cool to send my correspondent over there, get some footage of hitting the bag and shit? You said for sure?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Appreciate you. Give out your social media,
Yes.
champ.
Follow me on IG, Richardson Hitchins, the best fucking 140 pounder in the world, uncrowned 140. If I'm back in March. We don't know who the guy is. If it's Catterall, he could get it. If it's Liam Parry, he could get it. If there's anybody else that's available, they could get it. Follow me on Twitter at He Is Richardson. And Devin Haney's a pussy and Teofimo gotta see me soon. I ain't gonna talk too
Oh,
bad on
ho, ho, ho.
Teofimo
Now
because
I
he
need
alright.
I
But
need I
Devin and
need
his
back
dad,
I
some
need
niggas they
background
pussy.
info. I need back because you saying a pussy. That's I need to know why that
Man,
word
they
because
put that's
a
it. Nah, cause they try. Cause him and his dad basically try to basically say I'm a pussy, I'm a cap ass type of guy. Like I'm over here just talking their name for clout. I don't need no fucking clout. I don't get paid for fucking clout. I get paid from going to grab a strap, like I said. So they say look, and then what his dad said was some bullshit. That's really what got me mad. But I don't really want to talk about them niggas right now. They
wait.
got
What
their
does
own shit
dad
going on.
say? What does dad say?
But I told you about his son beating the shit out of me. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
the sparring
I'm
shit.
pretty sure. Like I said, Devin mouth is crazy. Devin running around telling niggas suck his dick and all type of shit. If Devin ever beat the shit out of me, you know what beat the shit out of somebody is, right?
I
Beat the
mean,
shit like you see how me and Bowser fight went? That's beating the shit out of somebody. Or like fuck like you know what beat the shit out of sound like. So
that
if
Regis
Devin beat
fight
the shit,
was beat the shit out of.
yeah,
Regis ain't
yeah,
get
some shit like
around.
that. Yeah, right, exactly. So, as many times I done said Devin name on the internet and such and such and such, you don't think he would have ever tweeted or said some shit like, "What, Richardson? I beat the shit out that nigga." Like, what he talking about? So for his dad to run up here and say, "Oh, I be trying to sell some shit or talk some shit," nigga, you the one that's capping or selling some shit or talking bullshit. And like I promise, I would go to Vegas by myself in Devin gym by myself. Devin could never beat the shit out of me, like in the ring. Like I don't, what the fuck, Devin Haney, like beating the shit out of Richardson Hitchins. That don't make no sense. Nesto, that don't make no sense. It's like, and boxing, so we're not even gonna get into that. But like I said, I'll be back on this shit. Nesto, talk more on my
Nah,
shit.
for sure, man. We missed you around here. Appreciate it.
All right, man, I'm out of here.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Richardson Hitchins.
What up, YouTube family? Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1,000,000 subscribers. We're on the road to 1,000,000. And obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content or right here on our YouTube members.